Hey guys, Haas with Haas Games and Cards, and I hope you're all doing awesome because you all deserve it. What do we got going on? Well, I'm all wet. Shirt's all wet. It's snowing like crazy. I just got off working with my team. We had a very, very crazy night tonight. We just worked day. We just finished working like 18-ish hours. All in the rain, and then at night it turned to snow, so that sucks. You can still see my hat's all soaked. Yeah, that's great. Shirt's all soaked. Long night, exhausting day of crazy work, because you know what, that's what most of us do, is work, right? So this is just interesting. So one thing that I noticed today, and I wanted to address it as soon as I got home, because there's some points to be made about timeliness, and we'll dive into it. But I guess the main premise of this video is going to be why I'm not going to grade with tag. And sorry, my voice is super shot. I've been yelling all day. Lots and lots of yelling, so I apologize if I clear my throat a few times. It has been a wild day. It's been wild. I'll just put it at that. But anyways, I thought we should talk about tag, because I just had a PSA grading reveal, where we were like, you know what, we're gonna test tag. We're gonna throw in some of our super raw minty singles, crack open some 9s, see what they have to say about them, maybe crack open a 10 and see what they have to say about it, and kind of test them. And one of the reasons why I wanted to do it is because, for one, tag is kind of the talk of the town. I'd say they're probably the up and coming grading company, definitely the more popular. I think they're starting to surpass a lot of other grading companies in a way. And even looking at their pricing on high-end cards, even with their pricing with high-end cards and their 10s, they almost match. They're coming pretty close to eBay auctions as a PSA 10 for a high-end PSA 10 card. So I thought that's very interesting. Definitely a cool premise, and I like how the slabs look. And so I was like, we're going to give them a shot. Definitely going to give them a shot, and I think we're going to rethink that now. I'm just not happy with how they handled this situation. I don't think it was very professional. And it's almost like they didn't like the opinion of someone, and they're like, oh, we're not going to put up with that. We're not going to put up with that. Only someone didn't agree with us, and we don't like it, and we're gonna get mad. Well, it's almost what it feels like. I don't love it. But before we dive into it, guys, please check out our giveaway video for this Prismatic Evolutions Pokemon Center ETB. We'll put it in the video description. We definitely want to give this away. We need to hit 10,000 subs by May 25th, and if we don't, we'll still give something really cool away. But if we hit 10,000 subs, we will give this away, and every day this thing inches closer and closer to $400. It is such an expensive product. Some people are like, oh, 10,000 subs, I can't believe you're doing that. That's such a lofty goal. And it's like, well, this thing's expensive, so of course you're gonna have to put in a little work. You're gonna have to share the video, like, comment. You have to comment on the video to enter in. But sharing it is what's gonna help us get to where we can give it away. And a lot of people are kind of miffed about that, but it's like, well, Pokey just hit 50,000 subs and says, hey, get me another 50,000 subs and I'll give away some Prismatic UPCs. So I don't think this is out of the question at all. It's 40,000 less subs than Pokey. So I think we can do it, and if not, we'll still give something really cool away. So I've never seen this channel before, and the channel is Ramsey Rips Packs. and I like his stuff. He's fun to watch. Very fun to watch for sure. And again, way bigger than we are, but I think it's definitely well earned. He does a good job. So I'm going to show you guys something. I'm not going to play the entire thing, obviously, and I'm not going to play too much of it. I want you guys to go watch the video, and we'll put the video link in the video description. But I definitely want you guys to watch it and check it out for yourselves. I just want to play this little preview part, and here we go.
This is a lot of weight to it. It feels a lot of high quality, okay?
I have to
I feel like
change up my little view screen here. I don't know how to. Oh boy. This is what happens when you don't know how to OBS. Here we go. Let me know in the comments. Should we keep my my little window this big, or did you like it bigger? You all let me know in the comments. I kind of like it bigger, but we'll see.
Squeeze this card and actually, I think I just broke it.
Look how easy that was. Look how easy that was. Not even very much effort put in.
You hear that? I cracked it. I cracked it just by pushing. You hear this? What is
Wow. So, to you guys, what do you think the point? Why do you grade your cards? What does it do for you? Put it in the comments. Let me know. Let me know in the comments why you grade your cards. For me personally, I grade my cards because, for one, I like to add value to them, and I feel like if I get a PSA 10, let's say, I feel like I achieved like just the pinnacle of what I could give for that card. Other than a bag of Black Label, but I'll never get one of those. I'm not that cool. But when I get a PSA 10 of a card I've been wanting to collect, it is so fulfilling. It's like, oh yes, I finally like went on the hunt, found the Pokemon that I want, and sorry, just making sure my baby's not waking up. Okay, we're good. Finally went on the hunt, found the card that I wanted, and it got the best grade. And that's like my version of getting my Grail cards, right? Is getting my high grade chase cards. And I enjoy it, adds value to it. And in the future, I'm going to sell them, and it's going to go towards whatever my daughter needs, right? So for one, it's because I like, I do it for the cards I like. I want to add value to them, so 20 years from now I can sell them and pay for my daughter's college. But then I want to protect them. I think protecting my cards is like a number one thing, because I've noticed even keeping them in a binder, keeping them in top loaders, whatever it is, so much gunk and everything gets in those sleeves and top loaders and binder pages that like eventually they do get pretty gummy. They get pretty nasty. And so I like slabs for protection and to display. Slabs are very cool to display. You can put them up on a shelf. You can also get the extended arts that you can get with PSA. I think they're just my favorite way of collecting, and I think it's fun to try to go hunt my chase card, really look at the card, and before I even purchase it, like just give it a good look over and be like, you know what, this has a chance at a 10. I do my own grading submissions and pre-grading, and I enjoy it. I enjoy the process. I think it's a good time. So now, we did want to try tag, and it just cracks so easy. And I don't know if it's easy or how much effort he's putting into that, but I feel like I could do that pretty simply, right? And that worries me because I know like you're not supposed to squeeze your slab. I get that. But like when I store my slabs, this is one of my personal collection little holdy things. I don't know what you call it, but check it out. When I store my slabs, I usually like to put it in something like this. Sorry, I hit the mic. I apologize. And sometimes it gets a little tight in there, right? It gets a little tight. I can see some pressure going through, and yeah, it can definitely get a little tight. And I'm worried because if I get some tag slabs and I pack them in like this, are they gonna crack? That seemed like decently minimal pressure, so I'm kind of worried about that. What's the first card in this box right here? Oh look, a 151 Alakazam. Beautiful card. We love it. We love it. Let me know in the comments if you want me to reveal the personal collection. we got 2 or 3 of these full of them. So let me know in the comments if you want to see what we have been stashing. Let me just put that aside. So continuing our conversation. That breaks pretty easy. And like I said, I think tag looks really good. And again, sorry for clearing my throat. I've been yelling all day. You can even see how black my eyes are. It's nap time. And it's like 3 a.m. almost. So anyways, I'm worried about the protection. I think they look super crisp and clean. But if I have to worry about some pressure going on them and them cracking, like I get it. I shouldn't be dropping my slabs. I shouldn't be throwing them around. I shouldn't be doing anything unreasonable. But I feel like this is a little too easy. And the response tag gives. We're going to break down the response tag gives. Not a fan of it. And I was actually looking for it on here. I think they deleted it. I think they deleted their response that they had, which is interesting. It's like, why not just keep it? I'd just keep it. I don't know. It's weird. So, luckily, there is a video out there that does have the response. And we'll pull it up here in just a second. Just making sure OBS isn't doing anything weird. So this is the response, and I know my little view screen's in the way of myself, so I will read it to you, and I'll break it down kind of line for line. We appreciate your feedback, but tag slabs are specifically engineered to break upon tampering as a security measure to prevent counterfeiting and reselling. So I get that. You want to protect from fakes and all that crap, but still, that's a little too easy. That's a little too easy to break. Like, I get it, there's some people out there that will do this, and that's unavoidable, but you don't see PSA ruining the integrity of their slab cases. So I get the intent, but are you just doing that because you haven't figured out how to create it, like keep it stronger, but then still protect from that stuff? I don't know. It's just weird. And then it says, both of which are serious concerns in the industry. And again, they are. But, I mean, if my Mewtwo GX, which is my biggest, most favorite chase card of all time, which I have a PSA 10, if that thing cracked open and I had to either regrade it or reseal it or whatever it is, no. No. Like, I'm not faking my crap, and I get some people do, but that doesn't mean you ruin protection for all to just stop a small percentage of what people are doing.
Thing for me are the side effects, mostly the psychological ones, specifically reduction in fluid intelligence.
I feel like there's probably a better solution, or you just say, hey, you know what? That's not really our problem. And it really isn't their problem. Sure, like, try to be heroes in that respect.
Kind of like, how dare they attitude, like it's me, I'm the man.
But realistically, I think the majority of people would rather have better protection. So, they continue on to say, in your video, the slab performed exactly as designed, ensuring the integrity of the card and authenticity of our grading. Okay, except it breaks. Like if it breaks, your card's at risk. So no. We do not have flips, which prevents substitution counterfeit measures, and every slab has a proof code on the back which can be digitally authenticated using the proof app. Cool, congratulations. That's fine. Most of them have digital codes. I know PSA has their QR codes and all that fun stuff. But again, like, I don't know, you guys just raised your prices too. We'll go take a look at their pricing structure, and I think they even took away some features. I don't remember. I was about to grade with them, but then as soon as we started to think about it, they upped their prices, and I don't know if they changed what you get in each tier. I think they may have taken away some features, but I could be wrong because I don't remember their old tier, so I gotta look at it. Let's see. Tag slabs are extremely secure. They're secure in cracking. They can definitely break. They are extremely secure in cracking to prevent counterfeiting, but not to protect your card. I don't know. They're just making some weird flexes, in my opinion. If additional physical protection is your goal, there are third-party solutions such as slab mags and other protective cases to provide an extra layer of defense against accidental drops or heavy impact. Yeah, I even like them on PSA slabs. It's great. Like I definitely do utilize them, and I like them. We invest heavily in our highest grade optically clear UV protected acrylic setting, a new standard for both clarity and quality in the grading industry. Yeah, your stuff looks cool, but I would rather have a cloudy slab that doesn't break than looking cool.
Feel wronged by things that people tell you.
Other companies use much cheaper polycarbonates and not a premium grade acrylic. This is why our slabs are so clear. If you have any questions, we're happy to chat further. So, sure, like it's fine. It's fine that your stuff looks really cool. It's fine that you have this protection, but again, I think you're picking the wrong battle. I think you're definitely picking the wrong battle. I just don't think a lot of people are concerned with the counterfeiting parts of it, because if you're grading your own cards to collect them and keep them, you know you're not counterfeiting yourself. And so I get it. Some people buy, sell, and trade counterfeit stuff, but again, that's a pretty small percentage. There's a very small percentage to where, again, I think you're picking the wrong battle, and you could still have a good, high-quality, clear slab, and not pick that battle. I think that's interesting. So, here's what I think is interesting, too. Tag put this on the YouTube channel, but it looks like they took it off the YouTube channel, which is weird. Which is very weird. So... again, I don't think that's very professional. I feel like you're trying to make these weird claims and flexes just like right there on this dude's video. And this dude's video is his own opinion, which I get. The comment section is also free public domain. You have every right to post your opinion on it too. But I'll be honest, I think most companies are better off when they just message the person and say, hey, you know what, here's why. And this isn't even like anything that's, it's just like a weird flex of what they think they're doing right, which some people may think they're doing it right. I think a lot of people are going to be like, no, I don't think that's really that right. But it's a weird flex to just basically be like, no, you're wrong. And they're trying to say it in the nicest of ways, the most professional way. But it's like, you can explain the situation all you want, but this dude's just expressing his opinion, and you're free to express yours. But again, I feel like this would have just been better in a personal message. And then, I don't know, maybe he would have respected that more and came out with a different video, but like I said, then they deleted it. And what ends up happening, and you can go to Ramsey Rips Pack's channel, you'll see that they have this response right here, which I also don't like. They said, "We responded to this video immediately, providing a detailed explanation. However, while the user, Ramsey Rips Packs, actively engaged with many comments, they ignored our response. They were given 2 days to respond or pin the comment to help clarify the situation."
Like all I feel is rage and frustration.
It's like, first of all, Ramsey, I don't know when you start making money on YouTube, but I'm pretty sure 1,700 subs is not that magical number. Pretty sure that's not the number. But also, when you're a content creator, like, that is your business, but it's not like an official business. And when you express your opinion, you don't have to give a response. Ramsey owes you 0 response tag. They do not owe you a response whatsoever. So I think that's a very weird flex. You take down your original post and then you put this one up being like, "We did respond and we gave them 2 days. 2 days." And it's like, you know what? I get busy for weeks at a time. I have a full-time career, and I own my Pokemon business on top of that. I do my career, like tonight, I just worked like 20 hours pretty much, and I got soaked in the snow all day, and me and my team were doing crazy shit. And so, I'm gonna go to sleep for whatever required hours I'm supposed to sleep for, and then I'm gonna go back at it tomorrow on Friday, and then I'm gonna be vending all weekend. Like, if I got a response like this to one of my videos, for one, I'd be like, I don't owe you any extra response. I don't owe you any kind of pinned comment. I really don't owe you anything. I'm my own entity expressing my own opinion, and you even went into the comments and expressed your own opinion, which is fine. But where do you feel like you're entitled to anything? That's just really weird, and it seems unprofessional to me. Seems unprofessional because it's like, for one, they don't offer any fix or remedy, or like be like, hey, you know what? We should have, and also maybe really explain and put a huge disclaimer before you grade anything saying, hey, our slabs break with a decent, a minor, a decent, I don't know how much pressure it takes, but it will break with a lower pressure tolerance than what other slabs are able to handle. Because I'd say that tag slabs probably take less pressure to break than any PSA slab. We'll put it that way. They're easier to break than a PSA slab. Let's just say that. No explanation on Ramsey's end is required at all. And then they say, they're given 2 days. It's like, I'm sure he works. I mean, obviously YouTube is not his full-time career. It's not my full-time career. I'd like to be able to do my Pokemon card shop and YouTubing full-time. But obviously we're a big amount of work away from that, and I'm sure Ramsey is too. Don't know the guy. Seems like a good guy. Very cool videos. Does much better thumbnail artwork than I do because I am not a supreme editor. I feel like this video might have some Mike Isertel inserts, that's for sure. But I am kind of tired, so we might skip on that tonight. We'll see. I'll have to at least put one. Or maybe what I'll do is at the very end, I'll just put a big tag Mike Isertel rage compilation. Maybe that's what we do. So anyways, what else do they say? They have also made an effort to post this video on many platforms. This selective engagement suggests the intent to misrepresent the situation. You know what? No, because it's still just him expressing his opinion, and if he thinks your stuff breaks too easy, then that's fine to have. Again, that's fine to have, and you just trying to explode this like you're a 3-year-old trying to explain why you have shortcomings but be like it's okay to have them. That doesn't even sound right. That sounded stupid. We're not going with that. You're just acting like you're throwing a fit. It's like what my 2-year-old does. You guys are acting like you're throwing a fit and you're a professional company, which is interesting. I don't know. I don't like it. You guys let me know. What do you think? Do you think Tag is right to kind of lash out like that and delete their previous comment? You let me know. You let me know what you think. I just think they're trying. I feel like when somebody tries to defend or gets super offended about it, like something that's said about them, and all they can do is get like super when they just like lash out about it pretty hardcore. I feel like that's when they feel like they know they're inadequate in something and they don't want to face that reality. I don't know. It's like some weird reflecting for sure. So I just don't think I'm going to grade with Tag. I was really considering it. Like I said, I really wanted to test them and do some fun science where I send in minty cards, a few PSA cracked out cards, PSA 10 ones, and then some PSA 9s and see where they all land. I was thinking about doing that. I don't think I'm going to touch it now, especially with responses like that. So what if I end up being like, hey, you know what? After going through the Tag grading process, I don't like Tag that much and I like PSA better. Were they going to do lash out in my comments? Nah, I don't like that. I think that's slightly ridiculous. I don't know. I could be wrong too. That's just my opinion, but that's the good thing about YouTube is I get to put out my opinion. And it doesn't matter if it's right or wrong. It's my opinion. And you can even put in the comments your opinion and tell me how dumb I am. And that's fine too. I really don't care. I just feel like they're a little over the top. I feel like most companies wouldn't even really care to lash out like that, and they mostly just kind of message and be like, hey, you know what, sorry about your experience, what can we do better, or what do you think would be a good solution moving forward. And I think we've kind of covered all that. We've covered all that. It's nap time. I need to sleep because tomorrow's going to be a long day. Let me know in the comments, my friends. I'm going to go to bed. I hope you all have a good night. I'm not grading with tagging, I guess, before I wrap it up. My bad. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not saying don't grade with tag. If you like tag, if you like the look of their slabs, and you're not going to stuff them into a container to where they could potentially get damaged, or if if you're not going to handle them too much or whatever, then cool. Oh my goodness. This is why you need sleep, because you forget what you want to talk about. But hear me out, guys. Hear me out. Another reason why I will not do tag is I do a lot of vending shows. I forgot to bring up this point. I do a lot of vending shows, right? So I put all my slabs in a case like this, and I have to pack them in a box, and then they have to survive the transport. They have to survive me pulling them out of this box, putting them into a display case, and sometimes the display case is a little tight. And on top of that, sometimes people without permission or asking will just throw up their binder collection on top of my PSA slab case, and that puts a lot of pressure on the case. So what if I'm vending, someone throws their binder up on the case and then it cracks the tag slab? That's my biggest concern. I'm sorry it took till the end of the video to bring this up. I just remembered it. Again, I apologize. I'm just exhausted, super exhausted, but I wanted to get this out. But what if you're at a trade show and someone puts their binder on it by accident without thinking about it, because a lot of people innocently do it. They don't really think about it. There goes your slab. And then you lose potential profit or trade or whatever it is. So, again, that's why I'm just not going to try it. I was going to try it, but between how Tag handled this and how their tag slabs are actually functioning, I'm not going to do it, guys. I'm not going to, but not saying you don't have to, or I'm not saying you shouldn't. I think you should all do what you want to do. I'm just not going to, because I don't have the time for weird games like that. I work a ton, and they're gonna expect me to get back with them in a 3-day time period, and it's like, no, I don't have time to deal with you having an issue. If I have an issue with you, I mean, I'm just saying, like, I don't have time to deal with you throwing fits. I really don't. And so I'm not going to do it, because if I give you any bad press, you're going to lash out on my channel. And I don't have time. I don't have time. My time is fully consumed by family, my career, the card shop, and vending shows. There's like maybe 2 hours in between all of it where I get a little piece. So thank you so much for watching. If you did watch to this point, please like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. You are all awesome. I hope you all have a good night. Don't do anything crazy.